Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Narrow Path, episode 4. This is a little bit of life, the school life, how I came from Vietnam to the state in 1999. And first off, when I first came to the orphanage, I never imagined in my life I would get adopted. I didn't even know what American is. All I knew was my village in the Kon Tum, where I was even prior to then. I didn't even know that orphanage existed. So when I first got there, I never ever in my life imagined I'd get adopted. And then when I got picked to be adopted, that's another miracle altogether. I'm like, what? Me? How about everybody else? What? What's going on? It's just amazing. Absolutely a miracle. And I was one of the oldest. There was three of us that got adopted. We were not babies. We were probably 7, 8, or 9 years old, and a lot of older kids don't get adopted. It's either you stay at the orphanage, be a nuns, or eventually get out, marry, or work at the orphanage. That's just how it was. But I got choose to be adopted, and my paperwork was an easy process. It took them a long time. Long time, many years. And if I remember correct, my paper started when I was 9, and I finally got to the state when I was almost 15. My birthday's in June, and I came here April in the spring of 1999. So you could do the math how long it was to get my paperwork. So it's a miracle itself that I finally got to the state and to be picked among so many children. And when I got to the state, it's a huge life transition, because I already have my own culture that's ingrained in my head, and my family and friend. So it was difficult to adjust a lot of the time. I thought I did pretty good then, but I look back now, I think a lot of things I just hidden. I pushed a lot of my feeling aside. I think in the last episode I said I get so emotional about a lot of things, and for many years it was very hard for me to bring that side of me to be emotional, like deeply emotional, deeply connected to things and sadness. For a long time I did not have that, because I learned to suppress a lot of my own feeling and my thoughts. But when I came to state, one of the biggest adjustment was me and my other sister, 2 years younger, that we had to learn reading ABC and all that, learning English. And we were in elementary school where I should have been in high school, but I wasn't at that level to be in high school. So I needed to go back to elementary to learn all the basics of English. And it was embarrassing for me, and it was humbling experience, put it the least. I get asked all the time, how old are you? And when I told them how old I am, and they were like, then why are you here? And why are you so small for your 15 years old, Because American kid at 14, 15, they are in high school, sophomore and freshman. And I was still in the elementary school. And then when I go to high school, people that are my age were in senior year or already graduated, and I was a freshman. So that was a huge adjustment, and it was a huge embarrassment for a long time. I hated when people ask me my age, and so I keep a lot of it to myself. I don't really like to be, because in the end, I always know that people is gonna ask me, kids gonna ask me how old I am. And I was a bit shy as well, so it was hard to come out of my shell, to be interactive, and to be not embarrassed and not feel like I'm less than other kid. But I did feel that way. But I think I try to shove it down as good as I can, but sometimes it rears its head, and it doesn't turn out too good. But that was the hardest part for me, to adjust to the States. going to school when I was so different in age and learning, and in everything I did, I was pretty much the oldest. And then when I graduated high school, it was such a relief to me because it didn't matter how old I was. My age didn't really hold such a big weight in the real world. You know, it was just a number. I graduated. I didn't, I'm not a student in a school anymore. And I could be just me. You know, I wasn't compared to my age. I wasn't compared to my height and how short I am, you know. But yeah, those are one of the few of the biggest things that I felt like it was hard to adjust. But when I graduate, college was very different, and it was very difficult for me to go to college. Not that it's difficult to go, but learning bigger word, different perspective of how life truly run outside my own house, outside what I understand. So yeah, come back for next week and I'll tell you what happened after me moving out and what God did. Amazing, amazing thing. So thank you for watching this. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday night. See you all later. Bye. Thank you.